Sisters who watch. Sisters who watch. Sisters who watch. Potomac.
Season 7.
Hey y'all, hey! Welcome to Sisters Who Watch.
I'm Shelby.
And I'm Laura. And we're sisters who watch everything. TV, movies, sports, music videos, concerts, and even housewives fighting over steak and lobster. We love to watch, and we love talking about it even more. Today we're watching The Real Housewives of Potomac.
Yes, that's right. Bravo's 7th season of The Real Housewives of Potomac.
Oh yeah, Potomac MD. That's right.
We are big fans.
Yes. So, we love this show so much.
It's my favorite of the Real Housewives franchise.
Oh, yeah. So, our mom grew up... Well, she watched basically everything on Bravo.
Yeah, growing up, we consumed a whole lot of reality TV. Glad to have been exposed.
Yeah.
Because it's great content.
Yeah, it's great content, super entertaining. I love it. I love reality TV.
It's great.
So, this is one of our favorite... I mean, this is our favorite Housewives franchise. For sure. It's one of the newer ones. It's not the OG, but it's definitely one of the best, for sure. So we're so excited to start talking about this season and share our opinions with y'all. And then, of course, hear what y'all got to say.
Yes, let us know. Comment, reach out to us.
Yeah, follow us on Insta.
Give us your
Sisters
thoughts.
Who Watch. Okay, so what were your expectations coming into season 7 of Potomac?
Well, I feel like ever since season 5, the infamous Monique and Candace fight... Yep. It has just been giving drama and mess. So I was just ready for more drama.
Drama, mess, and shade.
More shade. That's what I was ready for.
I agree. Yeah, this Potomac is definitely one of the most shady, messy seasons, franchises. So I always love seeing it. I mean, okay, so tell me, who are some of your favorites?
Well,
I mean, we have the same favorites.
We have the same, yeah. So we can talk about it together. We love the Green Eyed Bandits. We're big fans of Giselle Bryant and Robin Dixon.
Yeah, sorry to the Ladams out there.
Yeah, Karen is not
our favorite. Not our favorite. Yeah, I love Giselle and Robin. I know this is a hot take. A lot of people don't like them, but I'm such stans. I love them so much.
I think they're fun. Yes, yeah. Giselle stirs the pot, but in a fun way. Like, some people on the show are just so mean.
And something else we were expecting, looking forward to this season, Miss Ashley Darby is getting a divorce.
Finally. This girl needed to get rid of Michael.
About damn time.
And I think she's so beautiful, so young.
I know, so young.
She does not need to be with this man. Live your life, Ashley.
I know. Very happy for her.
On to bigger and better things.
Moving on up. Michael did some trifling stuff to her.
Oof.
Oh my goodness. He did not treat her very well at all. So it was hard to watch all those years. Michael cheating on her.
Very hard.
Being old and crusty. So we're very excited that Ashley is moving on.
Very.
And dating hot hockey players and Bravo celebrities and all of that.
As she should.
As she should. She's single. She's young. She's stunning.
Single and ready to mingle.
And dancing on TikTok.
I don't have a TikTok, but she showed a little bit on the show. She's got it.
Yeah, she's dancing. She's popular, so she's going off. And something else, another storyline coming in, Robin and her long engagement.
Very long.
To her ex, Juan. Juan's an interesting character on this show.
I like Juan,
yeah.
But it does seem like he's done Robin dirty.
A lot.
Multiple times.
I know.
And wanting the best for Robin, as I think a lot of fans are just probably worried.
Yes. Hesitant. Skeptical,
yes.
Concerned.
All of the above.
All of the above. A, B, C,
D, A through Z.
Exactly. So, a big question coming in is, is she getting married? Is she not getting married?
What's going on? What's happening? This engagement's going on 3 years.
Right.
What you say? You can have however long engagement
whatever timeline.
Whatever timeline.
Yes. No judgment. I know a lot. There's a lot of judgment.
There was judgment on the show. People had a lot to say.
A lot of people were just curious at what this engagement wedding might look like. So that's how we were feeling coming into the season. Okay, first we have to talk about getting into it. Giselle versus Candace and Chris.
Oof. This was a tough one.
This was tough. Tough.
I personally feel like there has to be something else happening because the anger that Candace had towards Giselle seemed almost like too intense for what Giselle was saying. In my opinion, it seemed like so aggressive, so mean, so nasty. And I know, Candace fights with her words, so she can get nasty, but what Giselle was trying to say didn't feel justified. I was like, if I was Candace, I'd try to just hear her out.
Yeah.
And be like, and move forward. But they just dragged it out. They wanted to keep talking about it, which I think probably made it worse.
I agree. And Giselle said this at the reunion. She was like, y'all are the ones who keep bringing this up and have made this worse than it actually is. They keep on asking her, what did he do? What did he do? Like, why'd you bring it up now? And I feel like Giselle has been answering these questions the entire season.
I feel like it was going in circles.
Yes, and I felt like they weren't hearing what she was saying. At the reunion, they were like, why'd you bring it up once the camera started? This happened 7 months ago. And then she kept on saying, well, Ashley said she got a DM from Chris, and she said this during the season and at the reunion, and this is why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Because she was like, oh, maybe this is a pattern.
Yeah. Doesn't that happen to you? Right. Like, you hear someone's like, oh, it reminds you of something that happened.
Right. It's like the whole Me Too movement. One person says something, you're like, wait, this happened to me.
Yes.
I gotta say something. So... Giselle hearing something about Chris being like, oh, he's being a little weird to other people. I had this experience with him. I should say something. Yeah. I think that's a natural thing to think.
Seems logical to me.
And they kept on being like, why'd you bring it up when the camera started? And Wendy was like egging Candace on, being like, you always bring it when the cameras are on.
Like her minion.
And it's like, she explained why she brought it
They
up.
just didn't like, I honestly
they don't
think
like the
they
answer.
don't like the answer. That's all it is.
They don't like the answer because it's a logical answer.
And for context, so you all know.
Yes, let's explain for the people.
To start the season, Karen has a weird kind of party. I don't even remember.
It was like a spring into a new season.
Yeah, the Dom's back.
Yes.
It was freezing. It was like raining. Didn't feel like spring. No. But she had it. And everyone was there. And one of Ashley Darby's friends said it was trying to be messy.
Yeah.
And after Ashley got a message from Chris about, like, hey, you should come.
Should have come to the W.
To the W. Which is
like a DM over.
A DM over Instagram. Mind you, this is a... this was very late at night.
Yeah, it was like at 3 a.m.
At 3 a.m. And Ashley found it was strange. She didn't know that Chris worked at the W, so she thought he was just inviting her to, like, this hotel.
To a hotel late at night.
Late at night.
Yeah, which is, weird.
Yeah, like, if you don't know that it's where he works,
right,
it would be strange.
And Ashley's friend had a weird experience, allegedly, with Chris at Karen's party. Saying that he, like, fell up on her. Mm-hmm. So then Ashley tells Giselle these things, like, these weird experiences with Chris. And then Giselle had, Then
she has, like, a flashback, remembers, like, oh, shoot, like, at the last reunion. Yeah. I felt uncomfortable when Chris asked to come to my room and have a conversation with me.
Right.
And being alone in the room with him, I just felt uncomfortable. He's a married man. Like, I just didn't like the situation.
Right, exactly. And I feel like they kept on asking, Candace and Chris kept on being like, what did I do? What did I do? How did I make you feel uncomfortable? And it felt like it was going in circles because Giselle had said the same thing over and over again, being like, the situation. Yeah. Like, I was in a room alone with a married man. That made me feel uncomfortable. Like, I don't know why they couldn't get that.
Yeah. Why was that so complicated?
Yes, why was that so complicated to understand? They'd be like, but what did he do? What did he do? And, like we said, it was some antics. Like, Andy kept on being like, it's not about what he did, it's how he made you feel.
Yeah.
And I understand that wording is important here, but it just felt so nitpicky.
So nitpicky.
And I really think if Candace was just like, thank you for letting me know, I'm sorry you feel that way, I'm sure Chris did not mean to make you feel some type of way, it would have just blown over immediately.
It honestly became a bigger story based on Candace's reaction.
Yes, because Candace went crazy.
She went crazy. She lost her mind. And it honestly became like a through line throughout the season.
Yes.
Like, I think it could have been resolved like the first few episodes.
Literally, it didn't need to be a storyline.
It became a storyline.
Yes. And she was like, Giselle used this to get more screen time. It's like, no, girl, like, if you just dropped this, been like, Chris apologized, moved on, it would have been nothing.
Would have been nothing.
It would have been nothing. And it felt like... And we were surprised. This is one of our biggest surprises of the season, how Ashley stayed out of drama, really.
She really did.
Because Ashley's the catalyst for all this mess.
It's crazy.
Why is she not mad at Ashley?
She was not mad at Ashley.
But she wants, she wants Giselle to die. She wants Giselle's ovaries to die. Like, it doesn't make sense.
She was very mean to Giselle.
So mean to her the whole season.
Like, it was tough. So, I personally, and I know Candace has a lot of fans, but really I just feel like she could have handled it better and differently.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, this is a TV show, so things are going to come out on camera, whether you like it or not.
Right.
And you have to handle them on camera, whether you like it or not. That's just a situation. Don't be in the show.
Right. And then she, walked out and she was like to the producers, I'm done. I'm not going to let my husband be the next Michael Darby, all this stuff. And it's like, girl, what are you talking about? She's like,
this
I'm not
is
going to let
not a
them
Michael
get
Darby
Chris.
situation. Yeah.
No.
So that I honestly think she made it much bigger than
she made it so much bigger. I mean, that's just to Candace. She's very dramatic, very emotional, and I really think she blew this out of proportion.
She really did.
She really did. So, that was such a frustrating storyline.
Yeah,
because I don't think Giselle deserved all the hate and all the questioning. I feel like she kept on saying the same thing over and over again, and also I just Candace kept on saying, Giselle, you're doing all this, you're damaging. Chris yelled at her at the reunion, my family, my friends, my clients, I'm losing all this stuff. And it's it's not because of Giselle. Yeah. It's because y'all could have stopped this mess within 2 episodes. They blew it out of proportion and caused it to be way bigger than it was.
Way bigger.
Okay, well, I'm glad we talked about that first, because that was a huge...
let's get that out of the way. Very big topic.
Very big topic. Very frustrating
it was
to deal with. I did not like it. And Candace said the nastiest things. Wait, one thing we do have to say. I mean, there's a lot of things to not like about Candace, but when she was to Giselle, you're the reason why women can't come out and say sexual assault claims and women aren't believed. It's because of Giselle. That was crazy. That is such a hurtful, incorrect thing to say. And we were saying, if anything, Candace is the reason why women can't come out.
Because you're attacking someone for how they feel.
It's
so you're scaring people from coming out because they feel like they're going to be attacked if they say something.
Giselle...
And maligned.
Exactly. Giselle was this situation made me uncomfortable. She didn't say Chris, attacked me. She didn't say Chris, physically abused her.
No.
And, Candace is attacking her, calling her a liar, calling her old, making fun of her uterus. Goodness. Which she is having, active... she had to have surgery and have her uterus removed.
So it was just very insensitive.
Candace... what Candace is doing is the reason why women can't come out.
Literally.
And be honest about their experiences, not Giselle. My goodness. I thought that was so nasty. I was
nasty.
Oof, that was tough. Okay, anyway... What I loved about this season, the addition of Charisse.
Great addition.
I'm so happy they brought her
some
back.
Nice energy.
I know, she brought some shade, but she also brought positivity, some fun. And I loved in the reunion when Andy was you didn't ask to come back, we brought you back. I was yes, Andy, set the record straight.
That was a good clarification, because I think there were some rumors, and even Karen, who doesn't like Charisse, was trying to make it seem like Charisse wanted to be in the spotlight.
Right. That Charisse
wasn't the case.
Wanted to be on the show, get some more clout, but no. They asked Charisse to come back. And man, it seemed like this was the demise of Karen Huger.
It was a tough season for her. Which I was surprised by.
Madame, yes. I mean, first we gotta talk about the Madame and Friends.
Oh my goodness. So, Karen... copied Giselle and Robin.
Took inspiration from
Giselle and Robin were doing a Reasonably Shady live show.
Yes.
With guests, Ashley doing a TikTok dance. And then 2 weeks later, Karen decides to do a La Dame and Friends live show.
Yeah.
And it was more focused on the and Friends than the La Dame.
Yes.
Karen was barely on stage.
Barely.
It was confusing. They had a drag queen. They had stand-up comedy.
Right.
It didn't clearly articulate what it was.
Right.
And I think that then led to a lot of confusion on the day of the event. People didn't really like it. They didn't know what to expect.
Right.
So at the end of the day, Karen didn't look that great.
No.
Her business, her brand.
But the ego is as big as ever. The ego is as big as ever. I mean, like, go off, Karen. You know, you look great for your age. Yes. You're doing your thing. You got the Black Bill Gates, as she says. Ray, icon.
Yeah, Ray is by your side.
Yeah. But Charisse really... I will say, Karen seems pretty unbothered with most people. And she and Giselle have gone back and forth. Candace had said the craziest things about her this season, but she forgives and forgets. Like, how is she besties with Giselle? But she, like, cannot forgive
about Charisse.
There's something about Charisse
that she made it seem like there's more to the story, or that Charisse knows something that Karen doesn't like.
Clearly.
Because she was avoiding Charisse so much. Charisse came to the family fun day, Karen left. Charisse sits on one side of the table, Karen's on the other side. Like, she...
can't stand her.
Cannot stand her.
And...
which is strange, given everyone else in the group likes Charisse.
Right. And Karen's forgiven some of the wild things that other girls have done to her.
Literally.
So it's very strange. We don't know why Karen dislikes Charisse so much. She claims it's because she went to go to her mom's funeral.
Yeah. But
she went without cameras. Like... She went by herself. She drove hours to get there. It's confusing. Yeah, it is confusing. It's suspect. And so we have a lot of questions, Karen. But remember at the reunion, she was like, "I'm not answering questions about my mom." It's like, oh, okay.
It was a mess. I felt like she was trying to, like, skate out of having to answer to her behavior, which is tough because she came off bad when she was attacking Robin about our wedding. She came off bad when she was just attacking Charisse for coming to her mom's funeral. Like, she just was acting really reckless.
I know. We needed answers Karen.
And she tried to evade them.
I know, she really did. So that was disappointing, but clearly, I think Karen is, probably a little bit threatened by Charisse.
Yeah.
Because Charisse started the group. Mm-hmm. She was friends with everyone. She brought the whole Potomac squad together for Bravo and for the show. Mm-hmm. And I'm a reasonably shady fan, and I was listening to the podcast, and I listened to her first episode, and they were explaining how the show started, and how Charisse literally crafted the group. Isn't that wild? Crazy. She was friends with Giselle and Robin, and she brought them together, and the rest of the cast, for the show. Yeah. She was like, she was the little puppet master in the beginning.
And, Karen likes to think she likes the power. She's the queen.
She's the OG.
She's the OG, but in reality...
Charisse.
Someone else named Charisse has a bit more power in Potomac.
I know, and I remember, I think it was either Giselle or Robin, they referred to Charisse as the Queen of Potomac.
And you know that Karen was shaking
not like
in her
that.
boots.
Karen did not like that. Exactly. No.
Don't like that.
So, I think it's definitely that, and Charisse just has a lot of connections. She knows all of Karen's secrets.
Yes.
Karen does not like that.
Not at all.
Do you think the stuff that Charisse was saying was true about Karen? How she has a boyfriend, how she, like, has sex with people in bathrooms.
Ooh, blue eyes.
Blue eyes. I can't.
It's sometimes hard to know on this show what are just rumors from blogs and other people and what's real.
It's a whole lot of mess.
It's a whole lot of mess. Because he was coming from a lot of other people as well, it makes me think maybe there was someone that Karen was cheating with that she doesn't want anyone to know about, which is why she was not talking about it, and why maybe she doesn't like Charisse, because it seemed like there were rumors coming from everywhere. Somehow Candace knew about it. Somehow Mia knew about it. It's like everyone knows about this stuff.
Right. Candace was saying, oh yeah, Karen's got a boyfriend, saying that to Ashley, and then Mia found out through someone else that, Karen is seeing somebody, and there's a picture that looks exactly like Karen, so it's like... It seems like there is some truth to what you say.
Some truth. Maybe not sleeping with someone in the bathroom at a club. That seems a little far-fetched for Karen.
I think so. But I think there's definitely some truth to it.
Yeah.
But, so, that'll be an interesting storyline for next season.
Yes, hopefully Charisse continues to be part of the cast. Not gonna lie, as someone who doesn't love Karen, I like that she was getting challenged a bit. I like that there was a foil because she kind of had been on her high horse.
Right, and she gets away with a lot.
She needed someone to, like, push back.
I agree. So, I'm excited to see Karen v. Charisse a little bit more, hopefully next season.
It's a good storyline.
Now we gotta talk about Wendy. I know.
Really someone we want to like.
I know. We have to... When she first came on the show, we were so excited.
Ugh.
You know, Dr. Wendy Osefo, all the degrees, and
AKA,
yeah.
She speaks...
Johns Hopkins professor.
As a political analyst on all these shows. She's on TV.
Right.
She's a mom. She... doting wife. Like,
right.
She just... checked all the boxes.
Yes, and also, like, proud, like, Nigerian, very proud of her culture.
Yes, which we hadn't had on the show before.
We had never had, you know, like, an African, you know, housewife.
I think she's the first one.
Yeah, on all the franchises. So that was also cool to see. But I think since the first season, it's kind of like TV syndrome. When you see yourself on TV, I feel like you do change parts of yourself. Yeah. And we see this not just within reality TV, just, like, a lot of people in entertainment.
Yeah.
And we feel like Wendy has just changed so much since that first season. And we didn't love her. We did not like Wendy this season, unfortunately.
Which is tough. We want, as we said at the top, we wanted to root for her. There are a lot of good things about her. But I don't think it's been good that she's kind of become like Candace's puppet. Just being a yes woman. I don't think it's good that she just keeps talking about how great she is, all her degrees, like... Show some humility. It's too much. It's too much. Yeah. And I also feel like her storylines are all these, like, random ventures she's trying to do. Oh, my candle. I'm the Black Martha Stewart. Oh, I want to open a restaurant. It's like too much.
Yeah. It
feels kind of forced.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I'm like, girl, lean into, like, what you're doing. I think it's dope that you are a professor, and it's dope that you're a working mom, and it's dope that you're speaking on these political shows.
Analyst.
Like, lean into that. You don't have to become like the Black Martha Stewart.
I know. It really felt like Wendy versus everyone this season.
Yeah. She was just picking fights, and it's tough because, again, I feel like part of it is because she's friends with Candace and now Karen. So it became like sides. Like, oh, I'm going to be on Candace and Karen's sides. So if Candace isn't like Giselle, that's where I'm going to be at. And so I also felt like she was kind of picking sides.
Yeah, I agree. So first, let's do Wendy versus Robin.
Ooh, they haven't liked each other for a bit.
No. And one of the points, remember there was, like, the dance studio, like, session they had. Ashley hosted something, and that's when Giselle came to Candace being like, I was uncomfortable with something Chris did. And then Wendy was like, stand to Robin, like, stand. And then Robin came up and was like, I'm standing on it. And then, like, Charisse had to back Robin up. And this was because they were debating whether, like, Mia was, you know, being shady or confusing about her health issues.
Health diagnosis, yes.
And then Wendy was like, why are you lying? Or, like, why are you calling her a liar? And then remember...
literally, once everyone left, she got outside.
She thought her mic was off. She was like, yeah, I know she's lying. Of course she's lying.
Even though she had gotten in a fight with Robin, trying to defend Mia.
Fighting Robin.
Then just to turn around, that she disagrees with her.
It's like,
so fake.
What's the point? Why were you trying to fight? For airtime? Just to make somebody mad?
So fake.
Like, I thought that was so wild. Why did Wendy do that? Just to pick a fight?
Just to pick a fight.
So... Strike one. Immediately, I was done. I was so annoyed with her.
And then, right after someone yells in your face, you're not going to want to invite them to events. So,
family fun
Robin
day.
decides to have a family fun day. Not the
best event.
Wasn't super well executed.
As Mia described Candace's first music video, it was low budget.
It was definitely the bargain family fun day.
Yes, definitely low budget bargain family fun day. But it was still fun for the kids. Yeah.
It was. And Robin did not invite Wendy or her kids. And so Wendy felt some type of way.
She was like, don't make this about my kids.
So then Robin decides to ask Candace to to bring Wendy's kids.
Yeah, Auntie Candace, bring the kids.
Which Wendy gets even madder about. So, further added fuel to their fiery relationship.
Yeah. I personally thought that was hilarious. And Robin saw nothing wrong with it. She was like, funny. Yeah, of course, what's wrong?
Yeah.
Bring the kids
along. And I understand, like, unfortunately, right, some people might be mean and do things. Like, why would you then want to invite them to
something? I don't want them at my event.
No, I don't want you at my event. I want you at my house.
Exactly. So, I get where Robin's coming from.
Okay, show me twice. I better learn, right?
Exactly. Like, so, and obviously, Robin doesn't have a problem with your kids. She has a problem with you.
So, it's classic, irrational. Like, inflating things.
I know. She has a problem with my kids. Don't exclude my kids. It's not about your kids.
It's not about your kids.
So, yeah, that was annoying. I thought that was a very funny storyline. Yeah. So, yeah, the whole Robin and Wendy thing, they seemed to make up, kind of, but then they were fighting at the reunion.
So, again,
I don't know.
Who knows? I
don't. Anyway, Wendy versus Giselle.
Girl, I'm trying to remember. What was this even about?
Yeah, I know that, I think it started... She thinks... I remember, like, they called him, like, Happy Eddie this season. And I think...
That was Ashley's friend, though.
Yeah, that was Ashley's friend. And I think, like, last season... Oh, yes. Like... Giselle called Wendy, like, low substance Wendy, because she was getting, like, the filler, like, the boobs and the butt, and she was like, you're different, like, you're not high class Wendy, like, all this stuff, like, low substance. So Wendy got really upset with that, and then Giselle was so messy. Giselle said something like, I don't know, maybe Wendy's doing this because, you know,
things
her husband's got a wandering eye or something.
I can't. Classic Giselle stirring the pot.
Classic Giselle stirring the pot. So Wendy still doesn't like her from that. And then at the reunion, you know, of course, egging Candace on, she was like, you always bring stuff on camera. You're trying to destroy families. Like, all this
Everyone
stuff.
Needs to relax. It's
oh my goodness.
Crazy.
Yeah, she really...
Honestly, so yeah, it's... I think, to your point, a lot of it was just the fact that they haven't liked each other.
Yeah.
And things from the last few seasons, you know, came to this one as well. And then, you know, Wendy's just going to defend Candace. So if Candace doesn't like Giselle, Wendy doesn't like Giselle.
Exactly. And Candace had a vendetta against Giselle this season.
So Wendy had it too.
Yeah, exactly. So, now we gotta talk about Wendy versus Mia.
Oof. The biggest of Wendy's fights this season.
Yes, that was rough. And obviously we don't condone violence.
No.
Mia should not have done that, and she admitted she should not have thrown a drink.
Yes.
Or
she threw a drink
her bag
at Wendy and threw Miami. The bag. I don't know if the bag hit Wendy.
I'm not sure either.
But it was still... attempted violence, not okay.
Yeah, not okay.
Even if it wasn't, like, actually, like, hitting someone, just the attempt, not good.
Exactly. So, obviously that was not right, but we're still going to talk about it. Yeah.
Of course. so many fights this season. We got to dive in.
Exactly. So, was it as bad as a Monique fight? No.
No.
It was crazy
that they were trying to compare the two.
To the Monique fight, and I'm like, Monique was literally, like, strangling Candace, like, by the wig. Like, I don't...
Like, banging her head.
Like, exactly. Punching her. Girl, do not compare those two things.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and Candace was like, Wendy's a victim just like me. Don't do that. No!
She got a drink thrown at her. Again, not condoning. And she tried to hit her with her purse. Again.
Not the same thing.
Not good, but not the same thing.
Yeah, so I thought that was, like, wild how they were trying to compare the two situations.
Wild.
Definitely not. And I think, obviously, it's kind of like what people were saying about Candace. Like, y'all can't be saying these things about people and their families. You can't say that. Obviously,
Mia didn't react the right way. No.
It's not the right reaction, but it's like, you can't expect... You can't
You're
say
antagonizing
horrible things.
people.
You're antagonizing people. And physical consequences is not, like, the right consequence, obviously.
But you can't expect them not to react.
No reaction.
Verbally, yeah.
Exactly. So they can't keep on saying these horrible things about people's families. Wendy was saying, your husband, I don't know what y'all do, but also she had such an extreme reaction to what Mia was saying about
Peter.
And
so yes,
that was strange.
Basically, it was unclear what they were fighting about.
Yeah.
Like, hindsight, they probably look back and like, wow, so stupid. Because Mia is friends with Peter, who, as we all know, Cynthia Bailey's ex, who now owns restaurant chains called Bar One. And Wendy decided to talk to Peter about possibly opening a restaurant together.
Right.
Apparently, she kind of ghosted him about it. And Mia
is close friends
with Peter, so she was trying to confront Wendy about it, and that just led to a blow up.
Right. And it was strange because it seemed Mia was approaching this pretty calm.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, yeah, Peter's like a brother to me and G. What happened with Bar One? Obviously messy asking about it.
Yeah.
But she was just like, what happened?
Escalated quickly.
Yeah. And she was like, Peter's in Miami. It's just kind of weird that you didn't, like, reach out to him. And then she was like, I don't know what y'all do, but I don't reach out to married men. Or, like, I'm married, I don't reach out to men. It was like, whoa. Really, she's like, I know what y'all do in your marriage, but in my marriage, I don't talk to other men. Something crazy like that.
Crazy.
I said, oh, my gosh.
That was not the reaction.
She clearly is triggered by what Mia is saying.
Going on.
Something is going on. She feels some type of way.
And then, Mia is going to react. So she brings her energy in it.
Right.
It goes downhill from there.
Exactly. And she was, Wendy was insinuating that her husband was gay and saying all this stuff. Yeah. It was just
and
really
Mia got very defensive.
Really nasty.
Again, as expected.
Right. So, I am on neither of their sides.
No. Yeah.
I am not here to defend Wendy.
I'm not was right. I don't think Mia was right.
Mia's more wrong, but I definitely think Wendy was wrong in that situation.
They were both wrong. I agree.
Yeah. I'm on neither of their sides. So, and I do not want Candace to compare the situations.
No, definitely
because they're not similar at all.
Very different.
So, yeah. We got into that. Mia was in the center a lot this season.
Yeah, she
was doing too much.
She was talking a lot.
She needed to just, keep... she shares a lot, and that's great, and that's part of her MO.
Yeah.
I share a lot about myself. I'm an open book, and that's great, but there's some things that... I feel like her talking too much got her in trouble.
Keep to yourself.
I know.
Because it then opens the floodgates. And these people, you give them a crumb, they're going to look for the bread.
Oh my goodness. Exactly.
And be like, where is the full piece of bread?
And that contributed to me and Jacqueline's friendship just completely collapsing.
Yes. So another friend of the show this season was Jacqueline's childhood friend. Mia's childhood friend, Jacqueline. She was a friend of the show this season. And I wasn't sure what to expect, but she seemed fun initially, but quite quickly, the friendship between Mia and Jacqueline did not seem too strong, and they were fighting. Little fights became big fights, and then they had a huge falling out during the Miami trip.
Oh, my goodness. It was hard to watch.
It got really personal.
Right, because they've been
sisters.
Friends. Yeah, sisters. Jacqueline's mom took Mia in because Mia's mom struggled with drug abuse and addiction. So, yeah, it was really hard seeing that fall out. And it felt so personal. Y'all need to get
this should not be on camera. Yeah.
And they were saying all this stuff about each other. Don't keep your legs closed, married men. And all this stuff about being a bad mom and taking care of your kids. Rough. It was too much.
It was rough.
It was too much. And the reunion was rough, too. It was. They have not reconciled. They're still mad at each other.
I know. Oh, so sad.
Yeah, that was really sad. So I just think Mia... I hope next season she doesn't divulge as much info.
No.
Because I think that really contributed to the hot mess of this season for her. She did not have a good season. And her businesses.
I know. It was not a good season for
This was not a good season for Mia at all.
Her friendship ended... Her businesses no longer belong to her. They no longer have their house. She's...
what is going on?
She had health scares. Mia had a lot happening.
She got into a fight?
Yeah. She either needs a break or needs to reflect, recharge, reorient.
I know. Hoping for the best for Mia. She needs a reset.
She needs a reset.
I know. So, wishing you the best, Mia. Okay, so now we kind of talked about coming into the season... We were expecting a lot from Robin and her engagement.
Yes.
And she finally got married. She and Juan.
Finally.
Congratulations.
Remarried.
Remarried, yes. They were married, they got divorced, and now they got married again. Yes.
And it should be a really joyous occasion.
Should be.
But there were a lot of rumors.
Yes. So, apparently, if you listen to Reasonably Shady, Robin and Giselle's podcast, they had an episode talking about this whole situation. So, basically, before season 7 filmed, Juan had been communicating with another woman over Instagram, apparently. So, a bit of a cheating scandal. Apparently, things never got physical. Not sure the whole extent of the situation, but basically, there was some unfaithfulness before this season was even aired. So, and Robin was saying she thought this was going to come out in some way, that someone was going to bring it up, and then no one ever did. So, but Karen, the entire season was chirping, being like, this wedding's never going to happen. This is a fake wedding. Mm-hmm. And on the reunion, she admitted that she was obsessed with the wedding. Too much. And it was annoying.
It was very annoying.
Yeah. So, what do you think about all this? This whole cheating scandal, the wedding, everything?
I'm Team Robin, so I want her to be happy. And if that's with Ron, okay, I'm glad that you're happy with Juan.
Yeah.
But I also feel like she needs to make sure she's protecting herself and not putting herself in, situations where she can get hurt. And at the end of the day, right, she's going to do what she's going to do.
Yeah.
But I am worried that you still married this man, even though there were cheating rumors and scandals and all this stuff,
I know. I'm with you. I love Robin. I want the best for her. And it just feels like Juan keeps on having these, red flags, which is concerning. It's a pattern. So we're just hoping it doesn't happen again.
I know. That's what...
I'm happy she got married. It's just like, girl, I don't know if I had the strength to do what she did.
No.
Like, find out this happened, still be in the middle of planning a wedding.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do it. I don't know.
She was in a tough spot.
Yeah, so wishing them the best, but definitely have some concerns.
Just a tad.
Just a tad.
Just a tad.
Yes. And Karen, I guess, is a little justified.
I guess, slightly.
Slightly.
But not for saying that.
Not for saying that's a fake wedding
it's
and
a fake wedding,
fake relationship,
and that Juan was with someone that looked like her. That was the straw.
The little drawing they did of the woman with blonde hair, absolutely hilarious. Good on you, Bravo, for that edit.
Yeah, Bravo was great with the editing.
Yes. I guess her concerns about the relationship were slightly valid.
All the
other antics, no ma'am. No ma'am. Okay, something else we gotta talk about in the reunion. We kind of talked, about other stuff, but there was a really important conversation in the reunion about colorism. Mm-hmm. And how, we've talked about this, there's a lot of fair-skinned black women on this cast. And this was a big storyline in some of the earlier seasons. Ashley is biracial, half black, half white. And everyone else in the cast is not biracial. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think Mia is.
I don't think she is.
But they're just fair-skinned.
Yeah.
And I remember she kept on claiming that Giselle and Robin were not, full black. Like, they were half black.
Ashley did?
Yes. This was, I think, either season 1 or season 2. And they're like, no, I'm not biracial. And Ashley kept on being like, you are biracial. All this stuff. It was a very strange storyline. So, this has come up in the past. Yeah. And... Candace basically was leading this discussion. She wasn't assigned the leader, but she...
Took the initiative.
To
read the definition of colorism and kick off the discussion.
Yes. And she had a whole, spiel, a monologue about how this is really important to her and how she feels a little targeted or...
Mm-hmm. As a dark-skinned woman on the cast full of, lighter-skinned women. Which is very, valid complaints, arguments, thoughts, feelings. Yeah. And I think that this is such a tricky topic. And, as not, as chocolate black women. Yeah, we look closer to Candace than we do Giselle and Robin and Ashley.
Like Candace. It was interesting to see what she was saying because we've talked about in the past, we're not big Candace fans, we're not big Wendy fans. It's unfortunate because they are the dark-skinned women.
Yeah.
But it
has nothing to do with them being dark-skinned. Right. It has everything to do with their personalities.
Exactly. We're just not loving their personalities and storylines on these seasons right now. And we're disappointed because we want to root for them.
Like, I really loved Wendy in her first season.
Right, exactly. We loved Wendy in her first season. Yeah. It's not even, like, I'm not the biggest Ashley fan.
No,
even though she's,
we're not.
Like, the fairest in the cast.
She kind of redeemed herself this season.
Yeah, she definitely had a better season.
Yeah.
But our dislike of Candace and Wendy doesn't have anything to do with their complexion.
Skin tone. And I think, unfortunately, Candace was conflating that people think she's more aggressive because of her skin tone.
Yeah.
And something Ashley pointed out was it might be less of your skin tone and more about just, like, your delivery and your tone. Yeah. And I think Candace is probably the most aggressive on the cast because she is just very pointed and mean and throws daggers with her voice.
I know. And maybe, not, like, the most aggressive, like, physically, because obviously, you know, she hasn't physically targeted someone, but the things she says are
by far the meanest.
Yes.
And the most pointed.
Yeah, she said some very, very targeted, hurtful things.
Yes.
This season, especially towards Giselle.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really interesting how she was, like, kind of the lead of that conversation. And it is an important conversation. Her feelings are valid. But I was just so upset when at the end she basically just made that entire conversation, like, invalid, like, completely moot. So basically, when the husbands come out, she's like, you're white ass, like, you white woman, like, to Giselle, basically. Just basically describing, like, her blackness and basically calling Giselle white.
After we have a conversation really about colorism and how we need to not call people out on the cast.
Yes, and not judge people based on their
complexion. A conversation that Candace led.
Yes, so read the definition.
Girl. So for her to then attack Giselle verbally, calling out her skin tone and saying that she was a white woman, everyone was shocked.
Everyone looked so uncomfortable.
Including Wendy.
I know. Girl, that's when you know.
That's when you know. Wendy spoke up and said, Candace,
girl,
you know that after this whole colorism conversation that wasn't right. And then Candace doubled down and said, I know what I said.
She was like, I don't apologize.
I was like,
I'm not sorry.
So it's giving hypocrite.
It's giving hypocrite. It's giving if it doesn't work with her narrative, it don't matter.
Exactly. Like, colorism doesn't matter right now because I'm mad at Giselle. Got it.
She looks white. And she and I don't like her, so she's a white woman.
Literally. And I'm just like, girl.
And then she tried to, like, clarify what she was saying. She was like, well, I'm saying that Giselle has more privilege and can say things about me, and people believe her more because she's lighter skinned. And I was like, girl,
it's too much.
What you said before that was not what you were saying.
No.
She
was just... She knew she looked bad.
Yeah, and
doubled down.
She got upset in the moment. Yeah. And she said that.
And she probably realized,
instantly she was like, oof, I should not have said
like, the opposite of what... So she tried to make it seem like it was something else. But what's crazy is a couple of the ladies were like, we've never called out people based on their skin tone.
Yeah.
So for then Candace to be the one that does it, tough.
Literally, like, 20
minutes later, an hour later.
After that conversation, girl, it's bye.
Tough. Another reason why it's just really hard to like Candace. Yeah. She just really does things that make her very unlikable.
I know. So, girl has nothing to do with what you look like.
Nothing to do. You are beautiful.
Yeah, she's
probably
she's stunning.
One of the, like,
most beautiful people cast members. Yeah. She's tiny, she's petite, she's beautiful.
She's stunning.
Girl, it's nothing to do with what you look like. Just nothing the things you say.
Probably the prettiest in the cast. So.
I know. So it's just, that was really frustrating. It's like we said, especially as more, chocolate black woman.
Yeah.
Girl, like, we want to root for you.
We really do.
Stop. Please, just
please stop.
Just stop.
Ooh.
Okay.
So the reunion was tough. It was a lot. It
was a bit of a mess.
But entertaining, nonetheless.
Exactly. Okay, so we kind of talked about our biggest surprises of the season. Ashley stayed out the drama. Shock. Big shock.
Proud of her.
I know, very proud of her.
Love to see that growth.
She was definitely, redeemed a little bit.
She was. Season. And she's someone that I don't think either of us were huge fans of. She was kind of crazy. But I think she came off more likable. I wonder if it's because Michael's in the picture. Yeah.
She's on her own. She's single. Hot girl summer. She's in her hot girl season.
She was fun.
Good for Ashley. And Wendy's... Yeah.
Continuing to not like Wendy. That was a surprise. I think we really want to...
We thought this might be like her turnaround.
Her redemption.
But no. She got kind of worse this season. Yeah, other disappointments. Wendy's demise, not continuing not like her was definitely a disappointment. But Mia's storylines this season were just really
She brought
hard
a lot
to
of
watch.
it on herself.
She did.
Talking so much about Jacqueline and what they did or not do sexually.
I know. Keep that to yourself.
Keep it to yourself, girl. You don't need to tell everybody.
Keep that to yourself. Yeah, and her poor businesses. Mia had a rough season. Candace coming at Giselle so much. The reunion was really disappointing. Really Candace had a bad reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Robin, we love Robin so much.
We mentioned that her cheating scandal, that was a tough one for
so
us.
Disappointed by, her outcome this season. Hopefully they're doing well. We hope that they're above this cheating scandal. We'll see. And then, our last biggest disappointment was the big Wendy and Mia fight.
Didn't need to happen. Didn't need to happen.
We never, and both of them wasn't good for either of them.
No.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about some wins. Our biggest wins of the season, things we love to see.
Unsurprisingly, Charisse coming back.
Yeah,
love that addition. She brought good energy.
Positivity and shade.
Nice challenge to Karen.
Yes, I agree.
She
Karen
needed
someone, to push her back. I agree. So it was kind of fun seeing Karen on her toes.
I know.
Getting some heat. I know. Ooh, a little mess for Karen. I enjoyed seeing Karen,
so did I.
Get something back.
She needed to.
Exactly. And of course, another win. Giselle's house.
I know. The saga.
I know. She might have, a little questionable home decor.
Uh-huh.
But we're so happy.
Her house came together.
To see her house come together.
Yes. That's what matters.
And I love seeing her with her daughters. That's always so good
cute
to see. They're so cute.
They're so cute.
Okay. Now we gotta do some of our categories. Who this season did you love to hate?
I don't want to keep, railing into Candace.
Yeah.
But
that's your love to hate.
It's my love to hate.
I would say maybe, Mia's my love to hate. I enjoy watching Mia, but she's just such a... this season was a bit of a hot mess for her. Yeah. But I did enjoy, seeing what she was going to say, seeing what she was going to do. I was always entertained by her. I'll say that.
That's fair.
And who'd you hate to hate? I'll say... Yeah, I don't want to get into it too much more, but Candace. It was not fun watching her.
No. I think I was going to say Wendy. Tough.
Yeah. It was tough to watch Wendy this season. And Love to Love. Giselle and Robin.
I mean, come on. Green-Eyed Bandits.
I would say Green-Eyed Bandits. Also Charisse. I thought Charisse was great this season.
She was a good addition.
Bring her back to the main cast.
I know. We need that.
I know. We need that. I loved seeing Charisse.
You know what? I think I'm going to change my hate to hate to Jacqueline. I don't think she was needed.
No. It was just...
It just was more mess for Mia.
Yeah.
I don't think Jacqueline
was just more drama. I agree. That's a good hate to hate. Jacqueline wasn't needed.
She wasn't needed.
And we just saw their relationship completely collapse.
Which I didn't like.
I did hate to watch that as well.
Yeah, that was tough.
That's good. Yeah, so we love to love Charisse and the Green-Eyed Bandits. I agree. Okay, so looking forward to next season, season 8.
Yes.
Whew. What are you thinking?
Okay. I'm excited for this season.
Yeah.
Because, of course, Potomac's always great.
Yeah, it's the best.
But I feel like they might need to make some cast changes.
I agree.
What are you thinking?
Ooh. I mean, I know Candace has a lot of fans, but I think, I don't know, what happened on the reunion was really bad.
I did not like that.
Yeah, everyone seemed so uncomfortable with what she said.
It was tough.
Andy looked... I think the viewers are really going to hate what she said.
Yeah, it came off really tough.
Came off really bad. So, I don't know. I personally had enough of Candace.
I've had enough of Candace as well.
I don't think I need more of her content on the show.
I don't think so.
She has a little music career. She's got a master's. Girl, go off. Get your bag, go on tour or something.
Because to be honest, if she didn't have the Chris Giselle drama, what was she doing?
She didn't have a story. And that's how I kind of feel about Wendy. Wendy didn't have a storyline this season.
I would give Wendy another shot because
maybe without Candace,
she can, you know,
be on her own a little bit.
Be her own more.
I agree. I think Wendy's more redeemable.
Candace, I think she's lost me.
Yeah, I think I agree too. I'll give Wendy another chance, but I need Wendy to like step up and not, maybe a little bit more humility. I didn't love her attitude this season.
Agreed. And I think Mia's fun.
Yeah.
But I honestly feel like she might need time to get her life together.
I agree. I think Mia, she brought too much chaos. It felt like her personal, like, family drama and business got into the season.
Yeah.
I think it was too personal and, like, too messy.
Yeah.
So I agree. I feel like Mia could also take a step back. Maybe come back in a couple
seasons. She could be, like, a friend. Yeah. Be a friend, show up a little bit, but
yeah, she has
I feel like there was too much going on. Her health issues, her family, and now her business, her home, like...
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. I think she could use a break.
Yeah. Maybe taking me off the cast, Candace, I think that would be good. I agree. Make us producers. We'd make. I know.
Honestly, I feel like we could write storylines.
I know, we'd be so good.
Pick the right people.
Exactly. And so we'd get rid of those two and bring back Charisse.
She's great. Please bring her back.
She'd be such a good addition. She'd be a great, like... I feel like her and Karen would be, like, the two, you know...
Yes.
Two leaders, whatever.
Yes.
And they'd be great foils to each other the whole season.
I agree.
I love the idea.
And I feel like if you wanted to bring someone that maybe could be Wendy's friend... Was it last season? Didn't she have a friend named Oksala? Was that Wendy's
was Robin's friend?
Oh, that was Robin's friend.
Yeah.
But, like, bring someone else to maybe be, like... Because you don't want it to be like, oh, everyone's friends about Wendy. Like, you still need... a buddy. I just don't think it's Candace. So you bring on one of Wendy's friends.
Yeah, that's true. I think
help her out.
I agree. That's a good idea. Yeah, we need a fresh face.
We need a fresh face.
Yes. And we have to talk about Giselle's new man.
Ooh.
From Winter House.
I mean, we don't watch that show.
No, we don't.
But I'm here for Giselle having a little cougar moment.
I know. Apparently, age gap is like 16 years.
Love that for her.
Good for her. Good for her. So hopefully next season...
We see him on the show.
We see him. And our mom actually went to BravoCon.
Oh, and she met him.
I forgot
What's his name?
I forgot his name. It's okay.
Doesn't matter.
But he's cute, yeah.
Winter House Bay.
He's cute and he's hot. Good for Giselle. So hopefully we get some camera time for him.
I hope so.
And, oh my gosh. What we're watching, Ultimate Girls Trip.
Crazy.
Can you believe Candace and Giselle are going to be on that season?
feel like this is going to give us more backstory as to why they don't like each other.
I'm curious about the timing. Like, when did this film?
I have a feeling it filmed after Potomac.
Yeah. It'll be interesting
because Potomac started filming last spring.
Right.
So if Potomac started filming last spring...
Yeah.
Was this filmed last February? I doubt it. I bet it was probably filmed, like, this summer.
I agree. So I'm really curious to see the relationship on there. Obviously, we're Giselle stans, but I remember watching the Ultimate Girls Trip preview online, and everyone in the comments were all Candace stans. They're saying, we're so excited to see Candace. Come for Giselle.
Candace has a lot of fans.
Get her. All this stuff.
It's crazy.
So it'll be really interesting to see their dynamic.
I know.
The preview, it shows them fighting, so...
A little worried.
That'll be interesting. Maybe Candace coming out with some more music.
Yes.
Maybe we have to watch out for that.
Not that I listen, but happy for her.
What's the album? I forgot what the album's called.
No idea. But she
good
had
for
a song with Trina.
Yeah, Trina, that's big. That's really big.
Yes.
So, we're watching out for that. And of course, we got during the off season, we got to stay on the watch for social media drama.
Oof.
These ladies stay messy on social media.
They're very active.
Very active on Twitter, Instagram, so we gotta stay watching for that.
We have to.
The Ultimate Girls Trip, get ready. We'll probably talk about that.
Get
very
ready.
Excited. All right. Thank you for listening to our deep dive into the season 7 of Real Housewives of Potomac.
Very deep.
Very
hope
deep.
y'all are real fans.
Yes,
and
hope
hung in there with
fans.
us.
Thank you for listening. And yeah, continue to watch and listen. And follow us on Instagram at Sisters Who Watch.
That's right. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, leave us a review. Thank you.
Bye.